Hello and welcome to this edition of Diaspora Central SpotLight. I am Gil Ingles, and with me today in the studio, ladies and gentlemen, is a man that needs no introduction when it comes to Kizomba. Currently one of the most famous Angolans in the Kizomba dance floors. This man is definitely making a name for himself. He is making sure that the authenticity of Kizomba still remains on the dance floors. From, or by way of Angola, I should say, from Houston, Texas, DJ Ross, welcome to Diaspora Central.
Thank you, Joe. It's a pleasure to be here.
Sir, how have you been?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Very busy.
Very busy. There's a lot going on. Looks like Kizomba is starting to pick back up.
That's for sure. Yes.
All right.
We're doing our best to make sure that we deliver.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Indeed. And that's a big task. But as you know, this is Diaspora Central. Today we're going to have a conversation in which we're going to talk just about anything pertaining to you, Kizomba, and to ensure that our audience not only knows what Kizomba is, but also who DJ Ross is in relation to the subject matter. Is that okay?
For sure. That's the reason why I'm here. So. Yes.
Today you get to be on the hot spot, or the hot seat, we should say. So let's go ahead and get ourselves started. Let's first, I guess, get started with, we already know that you are originally from Angola. Okay.
Yes, my name is Rosario Luis. It was easy to get my DJ name because I just used my first name, DJ Ross Mwangole, just to make sure that the people don't basically see me. There is so many DJ Ross, so I just wanted to make sure that the people knew.
Okay,
that
so
I'm connected with Angola.
So the correct name then is DJ Ross Mwangole.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
now, have you encountered issues with people remembering the Mwangole part of it?
Not really, because most of the people that I know they familiar with the term
Mwangole, right?
And which some people may even say DJ Am, which is make it easier.
Yeah.
But no, people usually they're easy to get on the name.
Okay. So what were you born and raised? City?
Yes. As I mentioned that my name is Rosario Luis, my last name, and I am originally from Luanda, Angola, which is the capital city. That's what most Angolans basically from when we outside. A lot of Angolans, they from Luanda because it's easy from Luanda to get everywhere else.
Right. Now, what borough?
At Prenda. For those who know.
So this is not popular here.
But what is strange is that I was born in Kazenga.
Oh, okay.
But I grew up in Prenda.
Okay.
But I was raised between Bairro Popular and Prenda.
So what schools did you go to?
Initially I started my education at we call Escola Branca, which is Prenda. People who grow up in Prenda know what is Escola Branca.
Okay.
From there, I went to Posto 15.
Okay.
The school has a different name today, but back in the days, that's how we used to know the school. And then I went through Augusto Ngangula.
Okay.
From Augusto Ngangula, I went to Liceu Salvador Correia.
Okay.
And I went to Puniv de Viana instead of Angola.
Instead
of Rwanda, I went to Puniv de Viana.
To Viana, right.
And from the Viana to the States.
Okay. From Viana to the States. Now let's go through that journey right there from Viana to the States, because that's what we primarily kind of want to touch. But before we get there, though, let's talk a little bit about family. How you come from a big family?
Yes, I came from a big family. And
how many siblings?
Wow. We used to be two guys and a universe of almost 12 girls.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so 12 girls, sisters.
Yeah, 12 sisters.
And one brother.
No, we used to be two.
Okay.
Right now I'm the only one because my
brother
passed away almost 4 years ago.
May you rest in peace.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I grew up beside my immediate family. We basically grew up
Mm-hmm.
close to our grandma.
Okay.
And for me, principally, my grandma is the one who raised me.
Okay.
And my grandma played a huge role in the Prenda neighborhood.
Okay.
Because she used to have a centro recreativo, that's what we call, but it's like a kind of cultural center.
Yeah, a recreational center.
Recreational center, yes. And she had the part that was a restaurant, and she had a part that used to host singers and bands. And so because of that, we always were around musicians, music.
Gotcha.
It was part of basically our daily life.
Right.
And raising that environment, I also had the uncle, which is a part of a very prestigious band in Angola, Jovem do Prenda.
Okay, I mean, if you're from Prenda, you of course you have to probably know or be part of Jovens do Prenda. Go on.
And so yes, my uncle he started music early as well, and just watching him singing, and being part of everything that has to do with the culture in Angola, that really kind of like was one of my first motivation. But don't forget, I grew up close to SOS, which is the group that Eduardo Paim and some other Angolan singers. So
indeed,
and that basically was part of our makeup.
The beginning of the Kizomba genre.
Exactly.
Right? Okay. Now, but you mentioned grandma. You didn't mention the name. What's grandmother's name?
Teresa Antonio.
Teresa Antonio.
And I believe that his music is made after her.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Some people may dispute that there is so many Avô Tete, but
Avô Tete is
Avô
about
Tete,
her.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. And that's the one by
Givago.
Givago,
Exactly.
right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So no, I mean, if she was the person from the recreational center or from the cultural center, that's definitely the Avô Tete.
People know Bella Vista, they know who's Avô Tete. And beside that,
and who's your uncle who's part of the Jovens do Prenda? Who's part of the band?
Augusto Chacaya.
Okay,
She's
Chacaya.
well known by Chacaya.
Yeah, Chacaya. Okay, all right. Yeah, but you were saying, I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Yes, and basically having my grandma in the midst of all of these, she not just raised us, but she really made a difference in the neighborhood.
Okay.
She was that lady that if you need a plate of food, you would have.
You would get one.
She fed the neighborhood. She really play a role as far as education in my life. She also did for so many of my neighbors.
Right.
So a lot of people that are today as engineers or doctors.
Right.
My grandma really had influence on this.
On them. But you go from not Luanda, but Viana. From Viana, which is the new Luanda, as some other people call it, right? To the States. What brings you to the States?
Growing up, I was part of United Methodist. I was very involved.
Yeah.
All my life basically was around the church. I was involved with youth, with all the organizations. And I used to sing on the choir. I used to be a part of a group. Gospel group. Raízes. And so
so what did you guys do? Just sing, or you sang, dance?
We sing basically.
Primarily sing.
We used to sing.
Yes. So you still sing?
Oh yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
I haven't done it.
Where are you? A baritone?
No, I was a tenor.
A tenor.
I was a tenor.
All right. Okay. Yeah, still,
so that's
so DJ Ross got pipes. But you know what? I tell you what. Let's take a very quick break though, because they got to take a look at some of the things that DJ Ross kind of does, and then let's take a look at what the Kizomba dance floors look like currently here in the Diaspora USA. Right. So let's take our first break, and for those of you watching, you are now tuned into Diaspora Central Spotlight with Gil Ingles, and my guest today is DJ Ross, and we will be right back. And we are back. If you have just joined us, you're now tuned into Diaspora Central Spotlight. And with me today in the studio is DJ Ross Mwangole. DJ Ross, from Vienna to the States. What city in the States? Where was your port of entry?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Yes.
So you entered through Pennsylvania?
Actually,
Or you entered through New York?
Through New York.
New
yes,
York, okay, JFK. And then you ended up in Philly.
Very interesting trip. Because
Tell us about it. We like stories. Yeah.
I left. I was in Johannesburg. I left Luanda.
Okay.
I went to Johannesburg and I stayed in Johannesburg for about I would say almost 8 months.
Okay. So were you going to school at that time?
I was
working. What were you doing?
Basically school and also just getting basic English.
Okay.
And,
Got you.
Also trying to get familiar with the culture.
Okay.
And I had some relatives there.
Okay.
And so that was helpful to really prepare my trip to the States.
Got you. So there was rehearsal.
Yes. And so my trip from Johannesburg to New York, back in the days, South Africa Airlines used to do a stop.
Okay.
In Ilha de Sá.
Okay, that's Cape Verde.
Cape Verde,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So we got to Cape Verde, and one of the men's brothers happens to be on the same flight.
Okay, which one, John or
I believe it's John.
the oldest one, the older one,
The oldest one.
or the younger one?
The oldest one.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. John.
So on the way, he looked at me and said, "Huh, you look like Angolan," and I had to say, "Yes, I am Angolan." I don't know why. But so it was a very interesting trip. He kind of shared with me some of his experience going back.
Right,
At the
back
time
and
he
forth.
was in Montreal.
Okay.
But he say I will go through New York. So
Yeah.
if you need help, hey, count on me.
Yo, there you go.
And he really made my trip easy because I had a friend that
you could relate to.
Exactly.
So completing the I-94 was not that difficult.
It was not difficult, even to make to Philadelphia.
There you go.
He really made sure
he made sure that you got in the right.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
But you did have people in Philly waiting
Yes,
for
I had
you
a friend.
already.
Yes, I had a friend who was waiting for me.
So you get to the States at that point. You're studying. You're going to school now also.
Yeah, no. At the time when I came, it was at the time that young Angolans had protection under U.S.
Oh, you came under PTS, protective status.
I came on vacation.
Oh, you came as a visitor.
I took advantage.
And then you took advantage of the PTS status.
Yes,
okay,
yeah.
all right. But anyway, so what was your first impression of the United States of America when you get in?
Oh, that was the impression of the movies. that was the impression of the movies.
Paradise, huh?
No, I would not say paradise. The good thing that I had, I always ask questions. I always take advantage of people that travel a lot back home.
Of other people's know-how.
Exactly. And one of the things that I really played to my advantage was the fact that we had some United Methodists from the States going to Angola as a missionary.
Okay.
And that was my first contact with Americans.
Okay.
And they actually helped me to really say, hey, America is just like everywhere else.
Right.
You know, you can find great people, people that are there for you, can do things for you. But you can also see the opposite.
Indeed.
And that really helped me to not really knowing what I was getting to, where I was coming to.
So they kind of kept you sort of grounded, helped to guide you. So the church really still played a big role.
Yes, it did.
So the same church that you already part of in Angola is also the same church that kind of keeps you really in line in the U.S. and kind of helps you.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I got here, there was already a system. There already exists a system.
Yeah.
First, of course, we look for our church, and that's what I did. I looked for the First United Methodist Church, and through that, I met Lloyd Santos, which is
Tia Lloyd. Everybody in the community knows her as Tia Lloydana.
Yes,
right.
And she helped us a lot.
Was instrumental.
Exactly, and of course, being part of the church that helped with English because you need to use English. There was no Portuguese congregation. There was an English congregation. And of course, I start getting involved with different type of ministry. We used to go to hospital, visit patients,
sick and shut in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I start preaching.
Okay. So you thought that you were going to. Now, were you thinking about becoming a man of the cloth?
Even from home, when I left home, I used to be a secretary of evangelist in our youth organization. And then I became the vice director of the youth.
Okay.
If that is the right term.
Yeah.
And I was
the youth group.
Youth group, yes. I was the responsible. And I always were part of, and even back home, I was already, and people had aspiration that I would become a pastor.
Yeah.
So when I got to the state, I continued to do the work that I did back home.
Okay.
But then I left United Methodist Church and I went to Lutheran Church.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I felt like there was more need there than.
Oh, wow. Okay. So let's go on and take another break, and then let's find out why is it that DJ Ross Mwangole left the United Methodist Church and got into the Lutheran Church. So let's be right back.
Onana, mulher da minha vida, querida, cuidado com as varonas secas, trazem confusas, estragam nosso lar.
And we are back. If you just joined us, you're now tuned into Diaspora Central Spotlight with Gil Ingles and my guest today, DJ Ross, who's sharing his journey from Vienna, Angola, to the United States of America. DJ Ross.
Yes.
You left the United Methodist Church to go to the Lutheran Church.
Actually, I never left.
You never left?
I never left. I just felt like the specific church in North Philadelphia, which was the Lutheran church, had a lot of need.
Yeah.
And so there was an Angolan pastor, 3 Angolan pastors that just arrived.
Yeah.
And they were building a new church. And they needed help. And
so they were part of the Lutheran.
Yeah, they were part of the Lutherans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so because of that,
You joined them.
Yeah, I joined them.
Okay.
I became the director of the choir.
Okay.
I was.
Okay. So you put your pipes back to use.
I became the director of the choir.
Yeah.
So for probably 2 or 3 years, and then later on, at the time I was still going to school. I was working, going to school, working full time, going to school full time.
Right.
Always busy.
Wow.
Always busy.
And at this point, you're going to college already.
Yeah, I was going to college.
What college was that? What school was that?
Community College of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
That's the best place to start.
Yes, sir. There you go.
Yes, was going to Community College of Philadelphia. Within 2 semesters, I was part of the Dean List. I was really involved. Involved in school organizations, involved at the church, very, very busy and working full time.
Okay.
So I was also doing a lot of research to figure out what is the best university to transfer to. And it was not just university, even the state, what is the best state to go to.
Right.
And so as also there was some opportunities appearing at the church. There was a full scholarship that was offered to me by Lutheran Seminary.
Okay.
But I at that point, I knew that I didn't want to be a pastor.
Okay.
I wanted to either, I was thinking about the engineer degree. I was even thinking about going to law school.
Okay.
So at the end, I decided to come to Texas.
Okay.
Yes, I decided to come to Texas. I went to University of Texas in
Okay.
Arlington.
Gotcha.
That's what I got, 2 bachelor's and a master's degree.
So you were basically up north from here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's closer to Dallas.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's basically part of the Dallas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cowboy State is located in
Right.
Arlington, but people say Dallas. But so
Hey.
we just got the FW area.
Don't start a war right now, man. They call it Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
had
it
to
is.
leave Northeast. I left Philadelphia, and
Yeah.
I needed to do that because I was so involved doing things for the community, helping a lot of people.
And
in
that's the
community.
Angolan community at that
Yes.
point. Now, at that point, are you thinking already about taking, I guess, music and DJing as serious as you're taking it right now?
I always had the music. I collected music,
Gotcha.
not just Angolan music, but
Yeah.
music for everywhere. You know?
Okay.
If sounds good,
Yeah.
even China, I explored Chinese music,
Right.
and so.
Yeah.
But Angolans, of course, kizomba,
Yeah.
samba, zouk, ghetto zouk, they were
Right.
always part of what
Yeah.
made us.
Okay.
And so I was not DJing, but I had my playlist always on
W-
point.
with you, okay.
Yes,
There you go. Now, around that time in Philadelphia, who were the key players in the Kizomba community?
Pilates.
Okay, Pilarch, right. A lot of people call him Mampilas.
Mampilas, yes.
Right.
He used to be our official
Mampi.
DJ, basically.
Okay.
He's one
Yeah.
like if there is a party, he
Right.
was the official DJ.
Yeah.
We had
He's always been
Geoffrey,
involved. Geoff,
yes,
Geoff from
Johnny, I
DC.
later on.
Yeah,
later on.
Geoff from DC.
Yes.
Right. And then, so at that point in time, you go to Arlington, Texas.
Yes.
Then you back to Houston.
But
Okay.
I decided to at least I took 4 years, 4 good years of my life
Okay.
that I just focused. I just wanted, like, I had music. I
Yeah.
had music around me. I
Right.
would go to a party, like, from time to time.
Yeah.
But I was focused in school.
Okay.
I
so,
really needed to empower myself. I needed to get the degrees.
Yeah.
And then decided what to do. And that's basically what happened. So
Yeah.
I have a degree in political science. I have
Okay.
a bachelor's in political science.
Okay.
I have a bachelor's in criminology and criminal justice.
Okay.
And I have a master in criminology and criminal justice.
Oh, okay. So it's a cop. A detective.
Not really.
Well, you did say that at some point you did want to be a lawyer.
Yes, that's
Right.
and
Yeah.
that was a way of preparing for law school.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go into our break and take a look at how Angolans actually throw their parties. We'll be right back. And we are back. If you have just joined us, you're now tuned into Diaspora Central Spotlight, and my guest today is DJ Ross Mwangole, the Kizomba man in the building. Party on today. Angolan parties. Now, of course, eventually in Dallas, at some point, you kind of start seeing, I guess, the need of bringing Kizomba to the Gulf Coast or joining the Kizomba movement going on in the Gulf Coast. How exactly do you get yourself from Dallas to Houston? Or did you do Kizomba in Dallas also? Or at that point, when you were just focused in school?
At that point, I was just focused in school. We had few parties,
Here and there.
not as big as the one in Northeast.
Okay.
Not as
Yeah.
the ones in Houston.
Right.
But I came, since it was 4 hours driving,
Right.
so I would, from time to time, come to Houston just
To party.
enjoy.
To party with Angolans.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. So at that point, here in Houston, who were the Angolans who were actually doing something?
Oh, wow. That's a good question.
Yeah.
But before you even come to Houston, I started going to the Tulsa, Oklahoma. So there was a group of Angolans attending the university, the Tulsa University.
Yeah.
So one of the hardest, very memorable parties that I went was in Tulsa.
Right.
and it was enjoyable. And the good thing, it was close to home, so I didn't really need to drive for a long time. Fly. And so some of my Saturdays, some of my Sundays, or even Fridays, I would
spent in Tulsa.
Exactly.
Okay. And so because I went to party at Tulsa once. A long story, but I'm not even gonna tell. We leave that alone. But anyway, let's kind of roll down to Houston, Texas. So you were saying.
Yes, when I got to Houston, already Houston, of course, had the influence of some of the people in Tulsa.
Yeah,
they would basically join the crew in Houston
to
throw parties, and there used to be very good parties in Houston. Yes,
okay.
Used to, I don't recall the names of some of the people that I used to throw parties, but some of those guys, they made a name of their own.
Right. And they still
Bermudas. There was a group I believe called Bermudas. They used to throw
nice parties here.
Nice
so
parties.
There was a group called Bermudas,
I believe,
here in Houston. They used to throw parties. Okay, cool. So eventually, what makes you make that change from, I guess, just casually going to a party or enjoy a party into finally deciding to seriously get involved and make some sort of a difference in Kizomba? What exactly influenced that?
I believe it was part of my upbringing, and then really see the need or opportunity to really introduce or reintroduce to people what is music, like really music from
Angola,
from Cape Verde, from
so Lusophone, so Lusophone authenticity.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's another program I used to do. I'm kidding.
So that was the need, and I didn't really it was not me per se saying now I want to be a DJ. I want to come out. No, since I enjoy good music and also I start exploring how the greatest DJs mix and then do the music selection or sequence of music. So I decided to buy a controller for myself.
Okay.
Yes, I buy a controller and I had my speakers.
Yeah.
And I used to throw little parties for my two daughters.
Oh, okay. So you practice. So you were torturing you were torturing your children with your lack of mixing knowledge at the time, right? They became your audience. They the ones who suffered for the benefit of everybody else.
And of course, I had friends already that knew that I had a lot of music. Right. They would invite me for the events.
Yeah.
And somehow from the living room, I start going to people's house for graduations, for weddings, and now trying to transition from those places which I felt like was safe, going out to the Kizomba scene.
Right.
It's still it's an ongoing work because as a DJ, it's still a lot to learn, principally because I believe going from the living room to the dancing floor,
public dance
probably
floor,
for the last taking serious like for the last going for 4 years now.
Okay.
Yeah. And so still a lot to learn.
Yeah.
So I'm really trying to get a lot from those DJs that have been doing the work for long.
So today, the state of Kizomba, okay, in the diaspora USA, how do you see it?
I see it. Wow, that's is an interesting question. I have noticed that people, Angolans, they don't have an idea what is Kizomba for Americans or for the rest of the world.
Okay.
Kizomba became like a gold. It's like for instructors. There is a lot of instructors. There is a lot of instructors that are teaching Kizomba, and there are people that are looking at the dance and the music. They just enjoy and they fall in love for it.
Right.
And some of these people don't even know what Kizomba, what is the dance coming from.
Right.
Yeah. The music, Kizomba, the music, you can pick music from so many different countries that go along with the Kizomba step. People that dance Kizomba can dance to the music.
Yeah.
But Kizomba in itself, the dance in itself, some people don't even know where it's from.
Right.
And so I'm taking the time not just to DJ, but I'm also taking the time to really let people know what it is from, and then not letting people get confused with the urban keys and kizomba, which is totally different dance.
Right. Okay.
But of course, urban keys is a result of kizomba.
Right. It's I would call it, let's say, a sideshow evolution, right?
Exactly.
It's just like anything else. If you can get into the main arena, you gotta create something on the side stage and still have fun. And we can't fault it for it. Now, you mentioned urban keys, right? In your opinion, is urban keys being beneficial or detrimental to kizomba?
Depends how you see it. Depends.
How do you see it?
I see urban keys as just, let's say, when growing up, you tend to have fresh ideas, look at the world in a totally different perspective. And your elders may look at you and say, hey, you lost.
Right.
Why you even face or you know, seeing the world in this perspective? And so in a way, that is good, but at the same time, the elders need to give you space so that they can understand you because you are product of the new environment.
Right.
And the same thing I can put to urban keys. Urban keys, it's enjoyable to see people dance. I personally have a difficult time to do it because once I start doing the kizomba move
you
and
think
everything will
you think
take
differently.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah, but some people, they are first being introduced to urban keys and they later learn about
They transition,
kizomba.
right?
Exactly.
They transition.
And so it depends how you see it.
So in your opinion, then you would say that it is beneficial or detrimental?
It's beneficial in a way, determinant in a way. I just feel like there has to be a balance. If you're teaching urban keys, don't forget to know what is urban keys, why you're doing urban keys, where it come from.
Got you.
Also has to relate to kizomba because it's a way of really know the roots.
So in other words, make sure that you note where urban keys is coming from and that it is not what kizomba is.
That is so true.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and take a very quick break. And maybe on this break, we actually take a look at some real kizomba dancing. We'll be right back. And we are back. If you have just joined us, you're now tuned into Diaspora Central Spotlight with Gil Ingles and my guest today, DJ Ross Mwangole, the man who's trying to reintroduce the authenticity of kizomba back into the dance floors and the airwaves of the Diaspora USA. DJ Ross, kizomba. Currently, you have initiatives going on?
Yes, there is. We join force with an instructor, a guy from Spain, Jose, which I think you know.
Yeah,
you know him.
I believe he's Josiel.
Josiel, yes.
Josiel.
And he's doing a lot of work at community and has myself and some Angolans that are also on the scene. Whenever there is an initiative, even if it is not, the guy is not from Angola, we support because it's promoting the Angolan culture, the dance and the music. And so we had the moral obligation to really support. Right. And that's what we've been doing. That is every Friday, every Thursday, every last Thursday of the month. If I'm not really messing up the dates. There is a kizomba social. He also take the time before the social. He teach kizomba for at least an hour. So he goes basically from class, 1 hour of class, and then into a social. Exactly. Sometimes 30 minutes and then social. That way, people don't just go there not knowing what to do. People had at least 30 minutes to 45 minutes to learn, to practice, and then
get the
when we
basics.
start playing.
Warm up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
that's the case. So beside that, right now we kind of like some Fridays and Saturdays from time to time we throw a party.
Okay.
It's picking up.
Socials.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. It's picking up, and we're trying to create the base, create all that is necessary so that people can feel like there is a place to go to dance kizomba every weekend.
Right.
Or every week.
Okay.
So we're trying to do that. Beside that, I'm partnered with the fellow Angolan in Miami.
Okay.
Lelis Manuel. He go by Mr. Angola.
Okay. Mr. Angola.
Yeah, Mr. Angola.
Okay.
He became like a king of compa in Miami.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, wait. Careful now. Careful now. I'm sure that there are Haitians who wear that crown.
They didn't even know that he was Angolan. They thought he was
really?
Asian. Oh, yes.
They thought that he was Asian.
Yes.
This guy is just in Miami?
He's basically now he's
No. See, he can take that crown of being king until he goes to New York and DC.
He's been doing everywhere.
And they gave him the authenticity of the crown?
Yeah, you will have him.
I got to see that.
You will have him.
Yes, I have to see. I have to see that.
And so
let him know that the skeptical Gil Ingles does not just present someone as king just because of the king. We've been through that before. We already had a whole bunch of fake kings. Some of them even in Atlanta and everything else in Georgia.
He's with the queen of compa, so that's why.
Oh, he's with the queen.
Yes.
Okay, that's a whole different ballgame. See,
but you're going
it's
to have
it's okay to be a king by association, but you can't.
That's probably is the case.
Careful now. Come on, man. Hey, Haitians are my brothers. I hang with those dudes like in real trenches. You know,
we're talking about. Once you see him, you will agree with me.
I'm sure that I probably will.
So
go on.
We're going to make official. We open a kizomba school.
Okay,
we will be teaching out of Miami.
Okay,
we have a school in Miami.
That's great. So that is going to be the first kizomba school by an Angolan in the diaspora. Well, I don't know. There's a guy in North Carolina
but he's partnered with his wife, which had already the school.
Right. So they had the school. So this is one. Okay, so that's another school of Angolans.
But this is just brand
in the US.
Tanya Mendonça. I don't know if you're familiar with the name.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Tanya Mendonça. Right.
She started teaching.
I think the association right now is DJ Gellers also.
Yes. So she started teaching kizomba in Miami areas.
So
I believe it was official this month.
So she also has a school.
Yes.
Okay, so
I would not say school. She started teaching.
She's just teaching. Yes, okay, well, that's a different thing. There's one thing to have a school and another thing just to teach, right?
Exactly.
Whether it is a soft or a brick and mortar school, but So, but okay, so you guys are doing a school now.
Yes, we're working.
All right.
Toward that.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We have annual event, which is. Noite da Dipanda.
Okay, Noite da Dipanda. Okay.
And so we through this party, it's basically part of the Angolan independence celebration is on that weekend.
Okay. So your event is not the official event. It is an event that you guys are creating in support of the official event for the festivities for the independence of Angola.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we did last year. We're doing for the second year. It will be better this year. Last year was great.
Okay.
This can even
be better.
Yeah, we're bringing some folks from France, instructors.
Okay.
A lady that has a line of shoes, so is join us.
Okay.
We're going to bring DJ Ali Neto. The guy who sings Mulher, very nice song.
Okay.
And we also bring from Canada, we bring Angola Terra, Angolan structure as well.
So you're putting together then something more like a festival.
Oh, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So, and that's going to be in Miami.
In Miami, yes.
Okay.
Miami area. Maybe
in the Miami area.
Miami, Hollywood. Okay. It will be like, we will take advantage of the area, like probably classes will be in one place, but it's all within
the Miami area. So if people wanted information on any of these events, where would they go?
We through our website, through our social media accounts, we make sure that the word and the advertisements go to all Angolans that are part of the network.
Okay.
We have some group, Kizomba group.
But you do have a website, and the website
Yes,
address is?
we have a website. Yes, it's in the air.
Okay.
It's a work in process, but the website is balumukamwangole.org. Yeah, I'm sorry, but balumukamwangole.com.
Oh, balumukamwangole.com.
Yes.
Okay, balumukamwangole.com. But either way, I mean, the website that you guys see on scrolling on the ticker is actually the correct one. So definitely check them out. And in case you do not find them, of course, you know that you can always get in touch with us right here on Diaspora Central, and we will make sure that we give you the correct information. Now, anything or any shout outs that you would like to give that
actually, I want to basically encourage everybody that is work and do a lot of work to not just promote the culture. I know we have some people that are full-time Kizomba instructors.
Indeed.
Wow, I'm very impressed
Yeah.
because if they're doing that, that means they're putting a lot of work into it. We may not agree on the techniques, but we have to appreciate, we have to value the effort. And there is few Angolans here in the U.S. really promoting and doing everything they can for the dance, for the music, for the culture in general. And so a lot of people who are not Angolans, they're doing. Right. And we should respect that. We should be humble. And if we want to help, let's find a way to really make these people feel comfortable,
right?
Because we don't want them to feel threatened by Angolans, because we're here and we have to show appreciation for what everybody's doing.
Okay.
And we're here all for the culture.
There you go. Yeah. Appreciating the culture. Now, before I go, of course, this is Diaspora Central, and we'll never go out without any controversy, so I have to bring the subject. One of the subjects that lately always comes up when it comes to the Kizomba dance floors is the subject of safety in the dance floor. Now, of course, Angolans take Kizomba as a social dance. But perspective, and in my opinion, the American perspective is that Kizomba may be a little bit too sexualized for the dance floors. What does DJ Ross think?
It depends how you see it. It depends, because we all have different perspective in different issues. And of course, for Angolans, Kizomba is part of our life. We don't even see it as being sexual.
Right.
But of course, depends on, as a man, you are taught to respect the person that you're dancing with.
Exactly.
And I know sometimes some music, not just the beat, but the lyrics may sound very romantic. But as a man, you need to respect the person, the lady. And you also have to be aware that she may be with the boyfriend. She may be with a friend. She may be with a father. She may be with a brother.
Right.
And so you just have to have in mind that, of course, you're dancing, but you have to be aware and know how you dance with a person.
Right.
Yeah.
So basically, in a much shorter way of saying it, get into the dance floor and make sure that you respect not only yourself but the person that you do dancing with.
That's the beauty of it. Yeah. If you get involved with the dance and you meet a lady on the dance floor and you like the company and there is a chemistry, you guys dancing. If she's available, you both single, why not?
Go with it.
Yes, that's actually his beauty. That's what will be a Kizomba family.
And that's for DJ Ross right there. That's the advice from DJ Ross Mwangole.
Keeping the family.
There you go.
Family.
Mwangole Puru. You know what? It's kind of funny because on most of my intellectual presentations, I always say the following. If you can dance Kizomba very well with someone, most likely that person is the right person for you. Because in all honesty, the Kizomba dance floor is nothing else but a true relationship, because you both have to understand, go for one goal, which is to make you both look good to everyone else, but yet on the same note, not compromise yourselves, and yet enjoy what you are doing.
Yes.
So if you're able to accomplish all those things, then you definitely get what you get. And I tell you what, I do appreciate you taking time out of your schedule to come out and join us here on Diaspora Central. DJ Ross, this is home for you, so do not be a stranger. The next time you get an opportunity to stop by, definitely stop by, give us a holler. So until next time, for all those of you that joined us, remember, you can join DJ Ross right here in Houston, Texas, every third Thursday or last Thursday of the month.
Yes.
At what's the location currently? At the Palladium.
Yes.
At the Palladium. And I believe that either way, it does not matter. Just make sure that you check out the website, which is balumukamwangole.com. So check out balumukamwangole.com, and also you can check out us right here on diasporacentral.net, and we'll make sure that you get the correct information. So until next time, peace.